May I have your attention, please? I would like to introduce the boys and girls cross-country family. Come on down, guys. Everybody, come on down. The Whitfield sports history books were rewritten this past Saturday at the state cross-country meet. These runners earned the school's first 2 Class 2 team state championship trophies. The first cross-country team championship, and we now have Whitfield's first individual cross-country champion. These runners you see before you did things other teams chose not to do. They ran in the cold, they ran in the heat, they ran 7 days a week. They took off days when they only ran 3 miles, or an easy 7. Their commitment to their running was astounding, and was only overshadowed by their commitment to each other. The time and effort these runners put into their relationships with one another is the reason why we are standing here today. It's sometimes hard to take pain yourself, but when you take it for your teammates, you'll surprise yourself when you see what your fullest potential really is. Earning a top 3 state team place and certainly winning a state team championship is a definition of teamwork. At that level, there is no margin for error, and every runner has to produce for their team, and we did. I would now like to recognize the runners who did not run Saturday, but found some way during the season to help contribute to the successes of the program. Freshman Andrew Bergantz. First alternate for the boys' state team, John Nichols. Second alternate for the boys' state team, senior Henry Baer. Junior Zach Frankel. Senior Nick Pomato. Freshman Jack Carswell. First alternate for the girls' state team, freshman Ellie Margulis. Sophomore Alyssa Ebling. Junior Katie Logan. Senior Tessa Barberas. And from the junior class, our chief manager, Mr. Matt Margulis. I will now announce the times and places each runner has earned at the state race on Saturday. The girls' race had 164 runners in it, placing 130th with a time of 24:18, Carolyn Seisig. Placing 124th with a time of 24 minutes flat, Julia Unix. Placing 119th and scoring the 5 spot for her team with a time of 23:51, Sadaf Nishad. Pay attention to these next 2 times. Placing 27th and scoring the 4 spot for her team with a time of 21:29.8, Anna Curtin. Placing 26th and scoring the 3rd spot for her team with a time of 21:29.4, Juliana Crane. Juliana passed about 12 runners in the last 600 meters and caught her teammate Anna to help lock it up for the girls. Well done, Juliana. And Anna. Placing 21st overall and scoring the 2nd spot for her team with a time of 21:10, Hannah Sermon. Hannah now joins Julie Candu and her current teammate Alex Curtin as only the 3rd Class 2 girls individual state medalist in Whitfield school history. Placing 13th overall, scoring the 1 spot for her team with a time of 20:53, Alex Curtin. Alex is now a two-time state medalist. The team earned a third-place finish with 132 points, edging out Bowling Green by only 2 points. So when you look back to a team effort, this was definitely it. To edge out a team by 2 points means no one could falter. Everyone had to carry their load, and these girls did, and I'm very proud of them. Well done, girls. The boys' race as well had 164 runners, and placing 161st with a time of 21:59, Aiden Pratt. Coming in 95th with a time of 18:56, Matthew Rubinoff. Coming in 53rd and scoring the 5 spot for his team with a time of 18:12, Jared Klutke. You're going to see a trend here with our boys and girls 3 and 4 runners, so pay attention to the times. Placing 25th overall and scoring the 4 spot for his team with a time of 17:34.36, Morgan Leake. Morgan PR'd by 40 seconds, which is incredible to do that at the state meet. Morgan. And he became the 4th individual Class 2 boys state medalist in Whitfield school history. Placing 24th and scoring the 3rd spot for his team with a time of 17:34.30. So 0.36.30, Chris Hansen. Morgan and Chris battled the whole race to get into the top 25, and they did it in the last .1 of the race, which made a huge difference in the team score. Chris becomes the 3rd Class 2 boys individual medalist in school. Placing 8th and scoring the 2 spot for his team with a 16:55, Simon Gelber. Simon was the highest placing sophomore, and it was his first time under 17 minutes. What a better stage to do it. And he, of course, becomes now only the 2nd to his brother, Class 2 boys individual state medalist in school history. Well done, Simon. Placing 1st overall and scoring the 1 spot for his team one last time with a 16:04, which, by the way, is a new Class 2 state record. Nate Gelber. The poise that Nate showed in the race was phenomenal. The returning champion went out way fast. He ran a 4:40 first mile. 4:40. There's a lot of us that would have trouble doing that in our car, let alone on a cross-country course. And Nate showed a lot of poise and maturity and didn't chase him. He stayed back, he stayed confident, he followed the plan. And sure enough, about halfway through the race, Nate caught up to him. And he made a decision in his mind, and he told himself, I'm going to pass him, and I'm going to stay on the gas for another 20 seconds and see if he can follow me. Well, he couldn't, and he didn't. And Nate now becomes Whitfield's 1st individual cross-country champion. The team placed 1st overall with 72 points, edging out Springfield Catholic by only 5 points. Stay tuned for next year, as these runners are still very hungry. Thank you.
Yeah. One more time, a huge round of applause for all the hard work for our cross country